Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. This is going to be a short one. I got quite a few comments on the Crucible video that quite a few of the counters that I've given, they don't work. So I'm just trying to do these videos to explain how specific counters work. Remember, it's a 64 fight quest. And the reason to give 12 counters each was there will be some counters that will be like hard counters, and there will be some counters that will take a little bit of specific gameplay. So Spider-Gwen versus that Sasquatch is one of those specific gameplays. Now, I haven't run the whole gauntlet. I've just went to the normal difficulty and jumped in. There's a little difference in PI of Sasquatch, but anyway, this still applies. Now, I am using a rank 2 Spider-Gwen here, and basically what you need to do here is for Spider-Gwen, you have to start the fight and you have to just throw your SP1s until you gain 5 of those Spidey charges. Those are the pink icons with the number just below your health bar. 5 is the max, and for every one of those charges you get extra damage. Now once you have that out of the way, then you look on the right side underneath Sasquatch health bar. This is the AQ node. He will gain protection that will reduce the damage by 20% that is taken, and you can remove that protection by either using a medium attack, heavy attack, or a special attack, but you have to cycle through all of them once before they are reset. So that is the main key of it here. Once you have those 5 of them, now let me explain you a bit more about how Spider-Gwen works. I've done this fight so many times in Alliance War, that's why I was so sure about this counter. So SP1 from Spider-Gwen gives you extra damage with those charges to a maximum of 5, and it also kind of power locks the opponent with Enervate. Once that is active on the opponent and you have that cooldown going on just underneath your health bar, there is a chance that the Enervate is refreshed. So to keep it simple, SP1 gives you power lock, SP2 stuns the opponent and gives you an opportunity to spam your heavies, and SP3 activates your Spidey mode that gives you extra damage. Now it would be easy for you to get Sasquatch down until the regen start, that is going to be right about now. Now this is where the tough part starts. So what I like to do, I always use a heavy at the end of SP2 so I can always have my slow up on the opponent. And I will keep throwing my SP1s. The goal is to corner Sasquatch with the slow and also the Enervate. The Enervate keeps refreshing and I can easily intercept. This is much more easier done when he is in his frenzy mode. Then you can easily take him out because he will be very aggressive and you can easily do the intercepts. Now I'm not saying this is an easy counter. This does, takes a little while for you to get used to, but once you do bring him down to regen mode, it's all about how fast you can cycle your hits. And you just have to keep an eye on making sure that there's no protection on Sasquatch, because remember, we don't want that damage to be mitigated. Now I've built up to an SP3. I'm waiting for him to throw an SP2 out, heavy attack, and a special. Now after this one, you will notice I will get a Spidey charge on me, and with every hit I'm going to deal some red numbers damage. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. Now I'm going to push him to an SP2. Look at that, 5,000. And that is really the difference maker. Look at that. He just went down to 10% from 15%. So just like that, waiting for him to throw a special one. Sometimes he can go passive, but that's okay. Just keep pushing him. He's down to 10%. His frenzy is gone. Now waiting for him SP2. So I hope you get the gist. So use an SP3, then go into an SP2 and SP1, or use an SP3, then use SP1 to enervate him and take him to a corner. If you do stun him, just spam your heavies and that does a lot of damage as well. So here we are again with an SP1. I just use an enervate on him. Now he's cornered, he's power locked. Now I can use it to my advantage and deal quite a bit of damage. I'm going to wait for him to throw a special one again so I can enervate him again. As long as the cooldown is up, I can do that. And the heavy attacks will also help me deal damage with all of those. You can use an SP2 and you can spam a lot of heavy attacks as well. So I hope this kind of helps you out and makes you understand how you can get Sasquatch down with Spider-Gwen. It's all about throwing your SP3 with either an SP1 loop or an SP2 loop. If you're gonna go with an SP2 loop, he will get stunned and you can throw a bunch of heavies. Those heavies crit for like 25,000. And remember, this is a rank 2. If you have a rank 3 and you are going to boost, she is really going to hit hard to Sasquatch. Otherwise, throw an SP3, let him drain his power, and then SP1 innovate and just keep intercepting in the corner. The extra damage would help you kill him off. I'll see you on the next one. Let me know in the comment section what other fights you want to see.